to Mona King Creative Design Studio. This is Mona, the Creative Director. Today it's my privilege to interview Stanley Silver again from SJ Collections, the best debt collector in London. Hello, Stanley. I would like to ask you a question.
Hello, Mona. How are you?
Hello. Yes, I'm good.
Thank you.
Yeah, my question today is, because during this coronavirus pandemic, a lot of companies are struggling getting paid. So could you tell us, how do you help your clients?
Well, as I say in a couple of pages on my website, the worst thing you can do about collecting the money is doing nothing, quite honestly.
Yeah.
And just because we're in a pandemic does not mean everything stops. The world doesn't stop. We have difficulties. You must get in touch with these. We use every single avenue of contact, whether it be post, whether it be emails, whether it be telephones, or whether it means texts. Now, you must use these services. They're there for general purposes, but they are there in these dire needs even more so, quite honestly. Now, I would suggest, number one, you make sure that when you speak to people, or you should have, when you spoke to them before this happened, you should have got their contact details. Not only the contact details, but also the details who is responsible for paying an account. In fact, on my website, if you have a look, there's an actual page that advises you an application form for credit, asking people all these questions. However, if you have not done that, the worst is not the worst, quite honestly. What you should do is still try and make contact. You must have a telephone number, and generally most people have got mobile numbers, so you've probably got mobile numbers. Send texts. All you've got to do is say to the people, look, I realise things are difficult at this moment in time, but nevertheless, this money is owed, although I would appreciate you contacting me and tell me if you're going to assist me in any way by paying me some money. Let's talk. You know, the best thing is to talk about these things. The worst thing is ignoring it. Don't bury your head in the sand, because it won't go away. The debt will still, well, after this is over, whether it's 6 months, a year, the debt will still be there. And I can promise you now, I'm not going to ignore it, because I need the money just as you need the money from your clients. You may not be paid by your clients, and that is the reason why you have got this difficulty. But please, please, please do not ignore me. I'll leave that on a text message. Make sure you do it. Now, if you have got an email address, you can use the same idea on an email, but not in so many terms. You know, dear so-and-so, nice to hope everything, you and your family are keeping well in these difficult times. I know that things are very hard at this moment in time, and I would suggest that let's have a chat, whether it's virtually, email, or whatever, or by telephone, and let's discuss how we can we can help each other. Number one, perhaps I can advise you on how to get money from your clients, or perhaps you can advise me how you can assist me by paying me. If you owe me a lot of money, I'm not going to chase you. I'm not going to ask you, I should say, for the whole lot. If you want to pay it to me, thank you very much. But if not, let's talk about stage payments within your capabilities. Make sure you do not ignore me. Please, please, please email me back. Let's start up a conversation.
Yeah, thanks, Stanley. Thanks for giving us so many useful tips. Okay.
You're most welcome.
Yeah, so if you have any questions, welcome to drop Stanley a line. Also, I highly recommend to follow Stanley and SJ Collections on social media, because Stanley often posts some very useful tips and information. Thanks again, Stanley.
You're welcome.
Okay, bye. See you.
See you again.